Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. We may not have seen the end of the Wike Sowore saga. As we speak, it has taken a different dimension. More Nigerians have gotten involved in this, and it looks as if Nigerians are eager to get to the conclusion of this matter and justice be served. But before going to the newspaper, can you subscribe to our channel? Now, according at the information reaching us, a United Kingdom-based digital forensic expert and investigator, Mr. Henry Omorere, has formally petitioned the Attorney General of the Florida, United States, over the alleged acquisition of multi-million-dollar real estate in the state by Nigerian Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Nyesom Wike and members of his family. Now, Omorere, who is affiliated with Tayside University, described himself in the petition a concerned global citizen and an advocate for transparency and the rule of law. He stressed that the case is of significant public interest, alleging money laundering, public corruption, and possible violations of United States and Nigerian laws. The petition, dated sometime in 21st day of September 2025 and addressed to Florida's Attorney General, Honorable James Othema, who was also copied to the Florida Supreme Court and the Director of the Public Information Office. It referenced media investigations and reports from Sahara Reporters, Business Day, and People's Gazette, alongside public statements by Nigerian activist Omoyele Sowore as the basis for seeking official action. Now, according to Omorere, Wike, who earns an estimated annual salary of about $5,000 as a Nigerian public official, allegedly used his wife Justice Eberechi Nyesom Wike and their three children, Jordan, Jacqueline, and Jasmine, to acquire properties worth over $2 million in Winter Springs, Florida. The petition listed three properties: a $2 million mansion at 113 Spring Creek Lane, purchased in March 2025. My goodness. Another at a home at 209 Haterwood Court, acquired in July 2021 for $459,157 and reportedly transferred to his son Jacqueline. Another residence at 208 Haterwood Court, purchased in September 2023 for $465,000 and transferred to his daughter Jasmine. Now, Omorere alleged that the transactions were executed through opaque all-cash payment and quitclaim deeds signed by Mrs. Nyesom Wike, deliberately excluding Mr. Wike's name to avoid scrutiny and breach Nigeria's asset declaration laws. Now, the petition argued that the pattern of acquisitions may constitute first-degree felonies and under Florida law and violations of the U.S. Money Laundering Control Act. Omorere noted that Sowore had also lodged a formal petition to the Florida Attorney General's office around September 20, 2025 regarding the same matter. Highlighting the international significance of the case, Omorere referenced past U.S. to Nigeria collaborations in asset recovery, particularly the recent return of $52.88 million to Nigeria. He argued that holding foreign officials accountable in the United States of America is critical to ensuring that America does not serve as a safe haven for proceeds of corruption. The report indicates that these acquisitions were structured through opaque all-cash transactions and quitclaim deeds executed by Mrs. Nyesom Wike, deliberately omitting Mr. Wike's name from paperwork to evade scrutiny. Omorere wrote that this case presents another critical opportunity to uphold the principles of justice and demonstrate that the United States financial system is not a safe haven for the proceeds of foreign corruption. My goodness, this is the second Nigerian doing the same thing, and I've noticed that quite in recent past, one thing I do know about the FCT minister is that you don't talk to him and he allows it to slide. He will come for you. He will come back for you, and he would make sure that your matter is settled on, not just on media space, but he will grant media palace, he will grant media chat, and he will take time to lambast that situation, discuss the situation, and dig out some things about that person, and bring it to public scrutiny, and do the needful. But ever since he mentioned Sowore, in fact, I honestly, personally, I thought he wouldn't do that. I'm surprised he mentioned Sowore that time. Sowore decided to go personal with him. Sowore had literally, allegedly brought out so many things, so many document properties, all under his name. But I noticed, unlike the FCT minister, who would usually respond, have decided to keep a quiet calm towards Sowore. Instead, he would say things like, I'm a public servant. I do not expect anybody who think you only be joking if you expect that people will not criticize you and will not come for you and all that. That when he signed to be a public servant, signed to be a politician, he knew there would be days where people would criticize criticize you, criticize your ways, but the most important thing is that you're moving ahead. But very unlike Nyesom Wike, that will always respond to whatever backlash you give to him. He didn't. He just avoided Sowore. But even at that, despite the fact that Sowore has been avoided, Sowore have made up his mind that I will not be neglected. I will not be taken to the background. I will keep mentioning, and more Nigerians have gotten interested in this case. In fact, some Nigerians are asking, how did like a typical Nigerian asks, like when Mr. Chilak had asked the question, he referenced the details from reports about the recent transaction under scrutiny, which is Nyesom Wike's U.S. Florida purchase, allegedly so. Scrutiny, noting that the unusual method of payment, we hear the property was bought in cash, and we know America is a credit society, so how did Nyesom Wike gather that kind of cash? He asked, suggesting that the transaction itself raises red flags. Now, he also insisted that raising such questions should not be dismissed as hostility, but rather embraced as part of healthy democratic accountability. So most Nigerians are asking very strong, pertinent questions. You're earning $5,000 per year annually as a public servant. If you had to calculate 5,000 US dollars in a space of 8 years that he has worked, and all that, I do know that our leaders pay themselves very well, one way or the other. But it's the corruption that Nigerians are really getting angry over. Nigerians have been reacting. Some other Nigerians, I believe some of them are from River State, are literally listing out some other things like Hyper City. They said there's a whole of an estate in River State, somewhere in Port Harcourt, that is owned by all of them are all allegations until proven differently. But in all of this, I noticed a quiet silence towards all of this matter by Nyesom Wike. Usually, he would always address this in media palace, but he has not mentioned anything concerning that. But Nigerians are moving ahead to moving from just being social media talk to reality of recovering all of that back to Nigeria if proven to be true. Let's put in that conversation. That's a good wrap.